So this is our purpose. Being a landlord isn't easy, so we provide you the tools to help you to be a profitable landlord. We create an environment of trust where you're not being sold something, and then a platform to learn from the experiences of each other, just kind of what we already said. Feel free to sign in, you guys, and just have a seat wherever it's available. So without further ado, I'll pass the time on to Frank, our first speaker.
Thanks, Danny. I call him Danny still, my son. But I'll tell you what, he's pretty much the boss when it comes down to tenant landlord law, and I need to know what we can and we can't do. He's our go-to guy, and he's very cautious, but he always makes sense. And then when we can't go any further than Danny and we still have a question, then we always have our in-house attorney.
I'm not in.
Don't
unless you want to give me a W-2, which is fine.
We did give him a W-2, by the way, and he's our in presentation attorney. And I have to appreciate him because I don't think you've missed one of them, have you?
I maybe.
Don't, because I enjoy doing this part. Introducing you. We have a number of you that we know, and I apologize for if I don't know you. Some I do and some I don't. So let's quickly go through the class. This is the embarrassing part, right? Let's go through the class. I want you to give us your name and where you're from, okay? And if you have property, or if you're interested in purchasing, or if you're interested in selling. So let's start with Daniel. Daniel, you can introduce yourself.
I just did.
You just did. You didn't say if you have any properties.
Yeah. I'm currently in the process of working with one of our owner clients on purchasing their fourplex and possibly their eightplex. So we're in the middle of an application for a mortgage and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at. I've owned rental properties in the past, but I sold it recently. I mean, the most recent one, and then I grew up in I think Frank's going to share a little bit about that.
Well,
but I grew up in an eightplex that they owned and lived in, and then a 32-unit apartment complex, from when I was in diapers, and, just kind of was raised in it, so that's right. And I'm originally from Salt Lake City, Utah.
okay, that's long enough. We want to go quick. Okay, Gail, just tell us what you do.
I can just say the same, but at the office, so I'm his wife and I'm his mom. And I am the office manager, so I just kind of try to keep everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, she's really the boss.
Hi, Gary Sandy McKee. We're from Bothell area, and we own 3 properties, and you manage 2 of them for us. So we're
Great. Thank you.
always looking for more, I guess.
If it's the right deal, right?
If I'm the boss, we are.
So you would introduce Gary and Sandy, or you just call yourself Gary Sandy? We've known Sandy and Gary for a long time, and they've been great clients of ours.
Well, since you've been here, I was thinking 6 years already. My goodness.
That's amazing. Okay, and we have Ray.
Yeah.
Awesome. He's already talked about himself a little bit. Did you know that you have to either be an owner or you have to be an attorney to evict somebody? That's what I understood. Now I have Ray here to correct me.
Well, the issue you may be talking about is who can appear in court.
Right.
You have to either be pro se, representing yourself, or you have to have an attorney. If you have a corporate entity, you have to have an attorney. There's no such thing as McDonald's showing up in court pro se.
All right. So I said it simply. He said it more complicated.
Well,
More detailed.
Okay. Don, I've got some pictures of some work Don did as we go really quick. But Don, just introduce yourself really quick.
Yep. My name is Donald. I'm from the South Everett area, and I own Vision Landscapes, and yeah,
Okay, thank you, Don. Okay, let's jump over here.
Name's James Miller. I own a duplex in Oak Harbor from pretty much all over and always looking for deals.
Awesome. Good. It's a good place to come. Go ahead.
This is Dan and Doreen.
Okay, Dan. I know Doreen. I didn't know Dan before tonight.
And we live in Snohomish, Washington, not too far from here. I've grown up since I was little in landlord tenant stuff, so I've done evictions and things, and which is not fun. But anyway, yeah, I'm just thinking about asking them to help manage some stuff, maybe buy something. That's why I ended up here tonight.
Okay, thanks, Doreen. And we just had Jose walk in. I'm going to embarrass him a little bit. And Jose is our business development person, and he's the one that he talks to our potential clients, and he tells them he'll do a rent range report for them, and let them know how much the market value is. I would like Jose and my wife to change places, because Jose, I want you to, if you wouldn't mind, man the camera. Thanks. Oh, he's going to take some photos too? All right, when you're done, man the camera. Okay, and then of course we have Jennifer. Jennifer,
talk about me, or am I going to talk about me?
you can introduce yourself, but what I have, if you picked up the bios, you should have a little bit on her, and we'll cover a little bit more. So, Jennifer, what was your last name?
Beatles.
Oh, Beatles. Beatles. Jennifer Beatles, and we'll learn more about her as we go. And I was just kidding. I really do. Joni?
I'm Joni Curley with Century 21 Real Estate Center, and I am a landlord. I own two and a half properties. I own a house in Everett, a house in Marysville, and a duplex in Marysville.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Kim Thompson with Prime Lending, and I help folks to buy those properties.
Awesome. Now we're moving along.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe with Pure Oakley Professional Restoration. I currently live in Seattle. This is my second year out here in the Northwest, so definitely looking around.
Okay, awesome.
James DeLath with National Property Inspection, so home inspector, help people inspect properties before they buy them or sell them. But also, I currently landowner looking at possibly investing in some rental properties too.
Awesome.
I'm Brad. I'm from Lake Stevens. I have a rental property currently, and tenants are moving out. I'm kind of weighing the options of keeping it as a property or maybe investing in something else.
Okay, good.
I'm Amy Holliger from South Everett, and I don't have any rental properties right now, but I'm looking to start investing.
Well, you came to the right place and to the beginning, and Jennifer does her thing, and that's help people get. She does programs like this, like presentations like this, helps people figure out how to do the financing. And you're next to.
I'm Candace, and my girlfriend Stephanie, and we're here to do this update.
Awesome. Welcome.
My name is Joelle, and I work for a general contractor, and we do stuff for rental property management as well as stuff that we're looking to invest in some property ourselves.
Oh, cool. Hey, we've got a corporate person. Awesome. I think my daughter just walked in with my grandson. So if I'm over playing with my grandson while I'm supposed to be doing this, you understand. Okay, and so we have two more back there.
It's Alex and Mayumi. We Snohomish, Mill Creek area. We have a rental property in Lake Stevens, and we're trying to see what we can do for maybe more.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome everybody. I'm going to be quickly. Our purpose, like you said, is being a landlord is not easy, and there are a lot of moving parts. So that's what we want to do. We want input. If you know something we don't, I've always learned when I've had these classes. Every time I've learned something then. That's the wrong way. These are the two fourplexes that my wife and I started out at when we were in 1980. We bought these in 1980 in November. We lived in each one of them. Her dad came to me and he said, "I've got a deal for you. I'll put down half. No, I'll put down $15,000, you and your wife, who is very poor, come up with $5,000, and I'll make you a heck of a deal. We'll split it 50-50. I thought that was so cool.
Definitely.
The only catch is I'm not going to have anything to do with it, he says. I'm not going to come to it. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I just want you to live in them, fix them up, deal with the tenants. I still thought it was a great deal, right? For a little while. We took those finally, and I won't go into a lot of detail because I could tell you a lot of stories about those 2 fourplexes, but we took those 2 fourplexes and we sold them, made it a decent percentage, a return on our money, bought 32-unit apartment complex called Woodland Manor. Okay, we lived in Woodland Manor for 12 years and took that property and sold it. And with that money, we bought a house and 6 acres. We lived there for 17 years, and we raised a bunch of kids. That's our family. That's who we raised on our 6 acres. This one right here was actually born on the 6 acres. So
not actually born. He was in the hospital, but you know.
No, he wasn't born on the 6 acres. He looked like a lamb or something, right? We did have lambs that were born there, but no, he was born while I lived there. Okay, and here's some of them now since we opened. We opened in 2012, and Daniel, he's had a lot to do with the business, all the way from mowing lawns to what he is now, the expert in our office when it comes to dealing with tenant landlord law. This is another son that was working with us for a little while as well, and that's Danny's beautiful wife and my extra beautiful wife. Finding the right property for you. You got to consider a number of things when you're looking at a property. You want to find one that fits you. What is your purpose? What are you planning on doing? Do you want the property because maybe 10 or 12 years down the road you want to move back into it? Or do you want to have just a long-term income for your retirement? You might purchase 2 totally different pieces of property. You'd be interested in something completely different than one another. Possible purposes would be long-term income. Of course, you would want a better return than a savings account, which you would no doubt get if you do everything right. You can lose, but if you have the right people in place and if you talk to the right people, you're probably not going to lose. And incidentally, every property that I've owned, I've done my research and I've never regretted. So it'll always come out. Let me put it this way. At the end, when we sold them, I never regretted. When I was in them right at the time, sometimes I regretted it, okay? But at the end, I never did regret it. It's more stable than the stock market because properties, obviously, it's not going away. It's always going to be there. Maybe you want a home to retire, maybe you want to sell it after 10 years. Maybe you want to build equity for yourself. Maybe, I put a question mark by speculation. What does that mean? Why would you purchase property on speculation?
Subdivide zoning. Sorry.
Subdividing, owning, inside scoop. Yeah, inside scoop.
Yeah.
Are you betting on equity?
You're betting on. Has this area, the value of property's gone up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should you buy on speculation here? I would not.
No.
However, I would buy here. Just make sure you're getting some money, getting a little income on it, okay? Then, when the property goes up, I'm going to tell you a little story. The other day, my wife and I we're building a condo. We need to live in a condo. While I was there, I met a guy. He said, "Hey, I might be your neighbor." And I said, "Oh, really? That's cool. Where do you work?" I work for Alaska Airlines. And he said, "Yeah." He says, "They're transferring me up here because we're going to be really close to Payne Field, right?